that's why this composition is so dangerous. But then again, I think Stitches and Muradin have to do God's work in order to save Hammer and Nazebo. But then we saw Nazebo just being so strong and so buff in that last game that I think he can maybe even stick to his own and just stay safe.
So once he gets that sprint, he should be fairly reliable. But we'll have to see where it goes. We are loading into game number 1. It's going to be on the Dragonshire.
Yeah.
And I am very excited.
And this is round of 16. We're updating the bracket real quickly here as well. Matt is already in the quarterfinals versus We Are Not Prepared. And Beat Our Bakers, they advance over 3D Max, as we just told you.
Oh, I wasn't here for that, so that is excellent. I was playing with Beat Our Bakers before this started, and they seemed very focused. Like apparently they've been having a couple bad drafts recently, so they were all about the drafts. They were very focused on it. I'm glad they're doing well.
Yeah, and this is something that some players have talked about, that we're getting to that phase where drafts pretty much determine the game. But to be honest, I don't really see it just yet.
It's still, you can win a game no matter what draft you have, as long as you're not completely boned. Like, for example, this game, I would say is 100% a draft win for Yard Team, but we can definitely see MadCoprs pull something out of here. And speaking of which, let me introduce you to the MadCoprs team on the left-hand side in the blue trunk, starting in the top lane. It is MadCoprs P. Judy Jundle. That's a name and a half. In the mid lane, he's on the oof, by the way. In the mid lane, we have Insomnia on the Tassadar with the Master Skin. We have Jellic will be on the Kerrigan. We have the Prog, or Alex the Prog, will be on the Arthas. And Kit Kat, whose name is Delicious, will be on the Valor.
And on the right side, the team in the red trunks. In the top lane, we have Des playing Muradin with that Candy Cane Muradin skin. And in the mid lane, Happy Zerg is on top of Stitches. And bot lane, pretty stacked with Hydra on Sergeant Hammer, Turek playing Brightwing, and QQQ, aka D-Maga, playing Nazebo.
Yep, and we can see Hydra already starting with mining up this bush massively. And Arthas
getting a lot of mines on top of Arthas.
Taking a large chunk of his health. Jellic tried to engage on Turek there, but no damage was dealt. Hydra did take quite a hard hit, but as long as he stays near Brightwing, that will all be healed back up. And because the healer for MadCoprs is in the top lane, Ufa's not going to be able to help his team
good
that much.
On Hydra, there comes the pull, and they get the final, first blood rather. First blood does go to MadCoprs.
Yep, very nice pick there by them. And we did see Insomnia ditch his lane for a bit, but he missed out on 1 minion worth of XP. Very much a worthwhile roam.
Yeah, for sure. Nazebo and Brightwing still sticking in this bottom lane. I'm kind of surprised that they're not inching way further, but that's exact danger here. Another root, and there comes the final blow out of Jellic, but she's quite low as well.
That final blow was actually from Alex. He used Death Coil.
Death Coil was the final kill. Looked like it was the strike from below from Kerrigan.
Indeed. So right now
we have that triple stack again in the bot lane, and once Hydra is in there, I think they can advance a little bit further, especially if it's only Kit Kat down here.
Yeah, Kit Kat has been left completely alone. We did see Arthas kind of roam up to the mid lane, got nothing, and is now roaming up to the top lane to try and help Junal up here to take this shrine. And Dez, now in a pretty tough position, has already used his jump to engage here. And there's the root. Dez still it's just come back up, and that was one of the things that was buffed in the patch, his rage.
Nice,
and in comes Turek to keep himself alive. And like you said, incredible stun to keep himself alive. Bot Shrine has, however, gone over to Yard Team.
Yep, they have pretty solid control right now. Again, the mines are stacked here, but Hydra, he's seen what happens once Arthas gets back in there, so they're gonna stay and play a little bit safer, stay in the back, and maybe try to get a little bit of damage onto Kit Kat. But Alex the Proc comes back in there, misses his root, and Hydra just boosts out of there. But look at the damage she's taken.
The damage is amazing, but I'm more impressed by just the pathing that Hydra took to get out of there. Amazing dodges. If that was an action movie, it would have been James Bond. Him zigzagging through traffic and enemy gunmen to try and get it. But the first Dragon Knight is going to go over to MadCoprs, as they did take control of that bottom shrine with that. And Insomnia going to be taking it first and going to rotate out to the mid lane. Demaga has been caught out here. He gets pulled in and down he goes. Great kill by Jellic.
Jellic definitely on top of things tonight with his stuns, or rather roots there. And Hydra trying to save this bottom lane. Looks like there's rotation back into mid lane. Insomnia just jumping on top of these towers, and they're already out of ammo. So he's going to do quite a bit of damage here. Happy Zerk and Turk trying to stop him. But the tower does go down.
Most of his health down here. He has 10 seconds left in this thing. And who is it inside there? Is Insomnia. So I can't remember which one Insomnia is. Who's missing on the map? But it is Tastar in here. And out he comes. So he's pretty safe when he comes out of this. But he still decided instead to retreat back to his minion wave, just for that extra layer of safety.
And talking about safety, Alex the Proc and Jellic going for the siege camp to put on a little bit of aggression here on the bot lane and play a little bit safer down here, since we do have that triple stack again, Hydra, Turok, and QQQ. But they're not really pushing as hard as I thought they could, because of the danger that Arthas definitely puts out down here.
Yep, Arthas just, like you said, his mere presence, due to the slow, due to the damage that he deals, he's actually one of the best warriors when it comes to engaging and just dealing massive damage in a fight. We'll see here, onto the warrior Hapter, to the decent amount of damage. That was without even using his Envenom.
Yep, by the way, Envenom taken by Kerrigan, Arthas. Yeah, Kerrigan and Arthas. Arthas.
Right,
bribe, of course, with bribe, and no other bribes been taken.
Yep.
Let's have a look at the Muradin build here. It's Perfect Storm,
Ripple Hammer,
then Sledgehammer, and Piercing Bolt.
Yep, very standard build nowadays for Muradin. Just get if you hit heroes, you get the damage up. If you hit buildings, you're gonna wreck them. By the end of games, you're probably gonna be doing, if you get it up to a decent amount, over 1,000 damage with each Q to any building you hit. And having a look at towers currently, with 3.3k health at this point in the game, it's going to go up with, I think it goes up as the game progresses, doesn't it?
Tower health?
Do they scale?
We have to ask Ali
if
he's what.
I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. Like, hang on, what is it now? 3,350. I will keep an eye on that, and I'll check that later in the game. See if that goes up over time.
Jellic missing his root. Ooh, a nice zombie wall here, but they don't really dish out the damage right now. With only Turek in there to heal them back up.
Yep, and seeing as
they really need stitches if they want to engage this.
Yeah, seeing as Brightwing did not take Envenom, not able to even deal some more damage there. In the top lane, though, Dez just going to keep being harassed by KitKat here. Nice dodge from the Q, though. And KitKat's going to be able to take control of this area. Brightwing just TP to the bot lane, though, and they're going to try and use this as their opportunity to engage. There's the Ravenous Spirit. Very close range there. The Ultralisk coming out from Jellic. What? Ultralisk coming onto Turek here, doing a lot of damage. We're seeing Juddle having to pull back here. Insomnia phase shifting out of there. Turek does get taken down there. The Ultralisk, I've completely lost that. I have no idea where that's gone. I'm pretty sure it died. Jellic, though.
Oh, Jellic is in trouble now.
The Dragon Knight, however, is still going to go over to MadCoprs.
Oh, nice hook here on Juno.
Bot lane enough.
But QQQ and Hydra didn't have the mana to actually dish out way more damage, and they were also on the cooldowns for most of their skills. So no nice follow-up with a nice zombie wall or something. And they also need to stop this Dragon Knight that's rotating into mid. But Alex the Prog is trying to get out of there.
Yep, Napalm going to be able to do some damage as he runs over it, but that was nice harassment. Seeing as all 5 members were there for your
they're
team,
just forcing him out of position. They're forcing him from the bottom lane back to the mid lane and back again. Now the Dragon Knight is getting back in there, and yep, he's making this move. That's another fire onslaught, and looks like the tower might burn down this time. Nope, not quite yet.
10 seconds left of this dragon, so he'll use the last fire to take that down, and we'll use the rest of the time to get out of there and to play it safe. In the meantime, MadCoprs just doing as much damage in this bottom lane as they can while they can.
Yeah, I like how Tur, QQQ, and Hydra were able to keep this bottom fort still alive. That's no small feat here, but now they have to fight the entire team, and they need a good position to make it happen. 2 levels down.
Oh,
And
Jellic manages to catch out Hydra and QQQ there. QQQ pulled back, didn't go back very far because he knows most of the stuns are already down. But Kerrigan able to use her abilities again and take it down. Thanks to the rewind, Happy Zerg took a lot of damage in this fight. QQQ still alive! There's the blink heal from Brightwing, able to save him in that last moment there. And that was actually very nice for both teams there, one down each. And we're actually going to see Yard Team save this fort again.
Wow, what a clutch hold. I mean, it's incredibly close, and I have no doubts whatsoever that they're going to get in there and just get the final blow on that fort, but still a good hold and not losing. Did they lose anyone in that fight? I don't think
they did. They lost Hammer, but she's alive again.
Still a really good fight for both teams, and that fort is still alive, so I guess that MadCoprs is going to dive in there pretty soon. And maybe our team can make something happen since they know it's coming. But first, we have the Siege Giants in the bot lane, and also Siege Giants being taken here by Insomnia and Jujunul.
Yeah, we're seeing the teams heading back, just grabbing any mercenaries that are up at the moment, and spending some time just getting a bit of lane XP. Right now, there is one mercenary camp left on the map, and both teams want it.
Let's see who can get in position first. I gotta give it to Hydra and QQQ. They should be able to contest this, no worries at all. Especially now that MadCoprs doesn't have the entire team in there. And Jujunul, he's caught out. Des gets on top of him, tries to body block him. Amazing body block, and there he goes down. But still a little bit of a danger here. Dishing a little bit of damage, but no. They can just take that bruiser camp. And we'll have the mercenary advantage, but they need to stop some mercenaries in the bot lane here. And Turok and Hydra are going just for the kill right now.
Yep, Turok and Hydra once again protecting that fort very, very convincingly, doing a good job. And they're actually just going to use these mercenaries in the spot lane to push. They have control of the spot shrine. There's no way they're going to lose that. They're going to lose the Dragon Knight yet to MadCoprs again. MadCoprs, though, with a very similar idea, are just going to push down the top lane with their bruiser camp. They have slightly less people. We're actually seeing but Tastar is soaking XP in the mid lane for MadCoprs. Both teams probably going to lose a fort here.
Yep, that's the bottom fort going down for MadCoprs, and they're just going to storm on. They still have the bruisers, and it's only Uther right now that's standing in their way, but Kerrigan also getting in there, and Insomnia also making a return here. So I don't think they're gonna stress this too much. They're probably just gonna stick around until the gate is gone up and take their leave. By the way, someone just noticed that a putrid bile was taken here by Stitches.
It's a very interesting build for Stitches. It's actually very much the American style build, which just makes Stitches a lot more tankier rather than the extra damage. And considering their team already has enough damage, it's pretty good. Like the 10% health regen onto your food, which is the first level talent, combined with amplified healing, is a lot of health.
Yeah, makes him really, really buff. Gives them a lot of durability in these fights, and that's something they really need. I mean, with two specialists out there, you really want to have someone that can tank that damage for you.
Indeed. And at level 20, we will be seeing Stitches, seeing as he doesn't have Resurgence anymore, taking the healing, the self-healing, on his Putrid Bile, which is the level 20 upgrade for it. So yeah, we are going to be seeing a lot different. And good lord, I love Sergeant Hammer's new talent icons. They are amazing.
Advanced Artillery, Maelstrom Shells, but they look similar. That's basically the same icon.
Yeah, but compared to what they used to be. Like, the icons are completely different.
Yeah, they look really shiny now.
Yep, and here we go. Jellic coming in here, trying to do the damage. Happy Zerg has thrown down his Putrid Bile, is already doing huge amounts of damage. The Divine Storm only hits one person. It is the Brightwing, who's able to teleport to the back there. QQQ doing too much damage. Alex the Prog is going in onto QQQ. QQQ sprinting out of there, is able to keep himself alive.
Des goes down though on the right side, and Turok also falls here. Happy Zerg is in trouble as well. Just one more kill, and Hydra all by himself.
Jellic goes down, but Hydra is caught out of position. Alex the Prog and Kit Kat able to take him down, and MadCoprs once again taking another fight. They finally took down that bottom four, and are just going to push this lane a little bit more. They're already taking that bot shrine. Alex the Prog already in position to take the Dragon Knight.
They're gonna take the Dragon Knight now. They're in a perfect position. Cooldowns are still up for about 15 seconds here on Stitches, and without Stitches, they can't really engage most of these fights. Once they have Hammer back up and Nazibu is already in there, they can at least put up some defense, but they're definitely gonna lose this fort and possibly a wall to their keeps here.
Yeah, and someone pointed out we're apparently calling Alex the Pro G Alex the Prog. I don't care. No, it is Alex the Pro G, but Alex the Prog is quicker. Just a bit of insight there.
All right, but he's not really making a move. Maybe he just wants to bait them out. It looks like he wants to bait them out. Happy Zerg going for the hook, but not quite getting it. And now we have the entire team back here again. But they're not committing. They're not committing whatsoever.
Yep,
see if
MadCoprs waiting for the team to arrive. MadCoprs looking to move in there. There's the hook onto KitKat, but without Gorge, there's not really much follow-up for that. That is the issue with taking Vile instead. We do see the fishing hook there, so we are Happy Zerg is going to still be able to get some picks if he can get his team near enough. Alex the Frog in the chat, very nice. But we're now seeing MadCoprs pulling back. They know they can't really get much here. Dragon Knight expires in 7 seconds. They're moving to their mercenary camps so that they are prepared once that Dragon Knight expires. And they'll probably use the explosion here as the first hit onto it, but they don't spawn in time for that.
A little bit unfortunate. Bruiser camp will also be taken. And in the meantime, Yard team are making their move in the bot lane, maybe trying to surprise Alex and Jujunul here at the siege camp. Yep, they can go for the steal.
They're going in, and they do take it. We're going to see Jujunul.
Nice polymorph. They comes through Divine Storm, but it's not going to help. There's a steal and a kill. Good job. Easy going here. And this is exactly what Yard team needs. I mean, they're 1.5 levels back. They need these easy wins right now. They need these easy kills, and a couple of XP their way really helps out.
Very, very, very much so. And we did see a bit of a sprint there. And right now, we are seeing Yard team pushing in, continuing to take down that keep in the bottom lane. There is Shield Tastar, but it's still not going to be enough to save it. With Sergeant Hammer, there is no saving that. There are some bruisers in the top lane, but we will see Yard team head up there and clear that up very soon. There's also their own set of mercenaries on their side of the map and the bottom set of mercenaries to take control of.
Yeah, they're going for the bottom side here. The neutral one, the neutral bruiser camp, really important right now. And looks like Brightwing will go for a bribe here. Yep. So that's two of these camps going towards their side. And what about that bruiser camp? It's still up for grabs. And so far, MadCoprs not really making a move. They're really forced to act in this bottom lane. Go for the bruisers and defend the siege giants as well.
Yep,
but so does Yard team.
Yep, Yard team taking their own bruisers. Now that they've cleared up the bruisers of MadCoprs in the top lane. Shrines spawning in 10 seconds though.
Yeah, Shrines are almost up, and MadCoprs is almost level 20. So they might want to make another team fight happen here pretty soon. Once they get that additional XP in. And really work with their Storm talents.
Yep, Storm talents will be coming up very, very soon for MadCoprs. And with the Shrines now up, this is the time they will be looking to try and engage and maybe take another Dragon Knight. And with that, they will probably attempt to end the game. We are seeing Yard team moving to the bot lane, and they're going to have to trade Shrines here if they want to prevent this Dragon Knight again. And we are seeing MadCoprs. They're moving as a team. They really want to force this team fight now. Level 20s are hit. The upgraded Ultralisk has been taken by Kerrigan. Bolts of Storm by Valor. Twilight Archon by Tassadar. Divine Hurricane, obviously, by Ufa. And I'm curious what the Arthas will take. So we saw the chain attacks on the last Arthas we saw, but I'm not too sure. We'll probably see the ult upgrade this time. Yep, there is the ult upgrade. Yep. Legion of Northrend, sorry.
Yep, and almost half a level to go for Yard team, so they still have a little bit of XP to gain before they get their level 20, and probably won't really engage in a team fight before then, but instead just trying to dodge MadCoprs, trying to take these shrines and prevent any team fighting from going on. And there's the retreat back into main base. Sergeant Hammer trying to make a stand here, but oh, not by yourself. Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
Boost out of there.
Get behind that gate, which is flimsy enough to breathe on and have it die. That will protect you. There comes the hook from Stitches, but it does not land on anyone. MadCoprs playing this a bit too far back, and they're finally moving. They're still not moving to the top lane. They still are not going to be able to take the Dragon Knight yet. They're just grabbing all the mercenaries.
Yep, just going for the mercenaries, and I think the second camp still has a lot of cooldown to go, so I think they will finally go for that top shrine if they can, or set up a trap if at all possible. Jellic already working down here. Nope, the siege camp, that's the next move.
The issue with them doing this is they're just giving Yard Team more time to get to level 20. Level 20 will be hit soon. Hook came in from Happy Soak there. Nice blink heal from Turek to stop himself from getting rooted. Jellic, though, has been locked down. There's the shield, and he still goes down. Healing totem coming down from Tassadar. Dez is way out of position here. He will get taken down. There's the storm shield. And QQQ, I don't think he's used his ult yet. I'm not sure. Let me click on him and find out. He hasn't used his ult yet. Saving it. Kit Kat goes down. There's the Ravenous Spirit finally coming out, going on to Insomnia. Insomnia shielding himself. Does he have his phase shift up? No, now he does. But he uses it to save himself. And that was a good fight for Yard Team.
Yeah, amazing fight for Yard Team. Definitely making a really good comeback. Even getting that siege camp now. And with 2 heroes down, they could at least try to take out the top fort. But instead, of course, also a solid option to just re-grab these shrines and go for a Dragon Knight camp here. Or camp that Dragon Knight. Oh, but Arthas retaking the top shrine. And it's only Happy Zerg up here. Versus Uther and Arthas, not really the best idea. But QQQ also moving in there.
They're still not willing to take the risk. They know how many people are alive, and because they don't have the vision, not choosing to take it, and they don't get there in time to deny it. Turek taking, I believe, the first Dragon Knight of the game for Yard Team here, and going through the mid lane here, where pretty much everything is completely full health. But with the help of Sergeant Hammer and Nazibo, that's going to change very quickly.
Yeah, they're definitely going to take out this fort. And at least as long as not all of their heroes are playing here. MadCoprs really needs everyone back in here. Kerrigan is joining, and so is Vala. But Turk making a good job. Ooh, nice Divine Hurricane getting Happy Zerg. And he's going down. Wow, even with all that sustainability, doesn't really help. And Muradin also falls here. And QQQ in trouble. Torless is on his back. Alex is as well. And there comes the Storm to finish him off.
Yep, that slow coming in from Arthas was so key there. And we did see Nunsbo try to sprint out, but he was accidentally body blocked by Hydra here, was not able to do the damage. I'm seeing a visual glitch of Brightwing's blink heal in the main base of Yard Team there. That's weird. But right now, Hydra is the only surviving member of Yard Team. He's going to have to try and save the game here. In comes Brightwing, though, just respawning. Going to try and get some heals down. There's the polymorph onto Jellic to prevent the burst damage coming onto Hydra. But everyone is on the core right now.
They're just focusing the core. They're just focusing the core. Jellic goes down. Turk and Hydra still in there. Just 20 seconds to go here for most of these heroes to make a return. But that's way too much damage on the core. And it looks like MadCoprs can make it happen. Wow. Not a bad game for them, but I think you were right. The moment where they just went for all the camps instead of going for the Dragon Knight, I gotta agree that was a pretty clutch moment, because Yard Team could have made a comeback happen. I could have made it happen, and they almost did. But some excellent fighting there at the mid lane really helped out MadCoprs and made their final blow possible. So really cool game from them.